Hello and thanks for joining me for another episode of the Outback Pawn Shop in Kenshi. So in the last episode, even though we haven't actually used it yet, we built the hash machine. But in order to build that, we needed copper alloy plates. So we also built the copper alloy bench just for that. And then we spent the rest of the episode just doing things around the homestead, brewing some rum, making medical supplies, farming, brewing grog. And we're going to be doing a similar thing today. So I have been doing these grinds where I do my research and a bit of produce grinding in between episodes without recording it. And there's always some sorts of shenanigans going on. In the last episode, it was pretty quiet with the customers and the shenanigans. So we're going to do the same thing again today. Because guaranteed, if I do decide to grind it off camera, then all sorts of crazy shenanigans will go on. Let's just have a look around the outskirts. Who have we got here? Bounty hunters. So I do have a big jobs list here that he's doing in specific order. And I'll let him do that unless something exciting happens. So if you did watch the last episode, maybe let me know in the comments below whether you do want me to grind out all this while we're here, or if you only want me to do episodes covering anything different that I do. So these bounty hunters are coming to do some shopping. We didn't get a visit from the hive. These guys bought some rum, some food. So, yeah, so let me know in the comments down below whether you do want to see this sort of produce grinding and research grinding, although we're not really grinding the research that much because that is at a lower priority than the farming and the grog and the alcohol. And if you are just joining me for the first time, this is a run where I am only allowed to make money by using the shop counters. So I'm not allowed to take stuff into shops and sell it. I'm not allowed to take stuff up to the caravan traders and sell them. They have to come to me and buy them through my shop counter. I'm not allowed to hand in bounties. I'm not allowed to sell slaves. I can only make money by selling stuff from our shop counter. And all of this stuff will sell. All of this stuff will sell. This stuff here is kind of more experimental. I've never ever sold armor. I've sold crossbows, but no other weapons. But, at the moment, we're just keeping some, getting some general progress or general produce going. So let's take this stuff out of here and pop it in the shop counter. Get that stock replenished. We're pretty low on the medical supplies in there. Yeah, the reason that we built the hash machine is because we had a bit too much hemp. Our storage of hemp is full over here. But I've got a bit of research to do. I've got that prioritised before the medical supplies. These are some pretty standard research, so we should get through that pretty quickly. And who are these guys? Still the bounty hunters. They are patrolling town. This guy, he's patrolling town too. So, pretty quiet. But normally when I try and do this off camera, I have all sorts of shenanigans going on. But then again, my average grind session in between episodes usually lasts for a fair bit longer than one of my standard episodes. So, but it is all part of the run. So, I figured we'll just chill out at the base today and work on getting this stuff done. Now, I'm not sure that I'm actually going to use all of this research. I guess I'm just using research as sort of like a milestone in success with our shop. We're not really a combat run, though I do want to get a little bit of combat skill up. And so we will go and have a go at these vagrants over here, because we are going to need to be a bit more combat efficient to get some of the other ancient science. I think we've got most of what we would be able to buy. There might be one or two bits of ancient science and that sort of stuff available in a couple of other places that we haven't been yet, but quite probably we'll need to go to some more dangerous places to get more. It's going to be a bit of a challenge as a solo run, so we definitely need to up our combat a little bit. I mean, none of it's really super priority just yet, but we can just gradually pick up a little bit of experience here and there. Who are these guys? The heroes. Okay, I don't know if I can handle those guys or not. Maybe not. Is that a city hero too? That's the hero boss. Let's just keep an eye. Okay, I think I might head back. If they want to follow me, they can. Are they going to follow me? Wait, are they fighting the vagrants as well? Looks like they are. Okay. We might be able to handle them. So we haven't had these guys come into... That's not any good. Haven't had these guys come into our outpost yet. I'll patch them up. Don't know if they will buy anything if they do come. That's leather, that's not going to melt down. So I'm only taking things that I can melt down. Let's patch these guys up though. Let them fight another day. Maybe they'll fight some of our customers and encourage them to buy more meds. Let's patch this guy up first. And he just lost a leg. Who is that? It's just a normal city hero. Missing a leg. Okay. Alright. What about over here? These guys are getting up. Got nothing. Patch them up. This guy wants another go. Alright, let's just go back to our jobs then. Yeah, that guy didn't steal my weapons. It's okay, let's melt this stuff down. Launder that. Let's pop this first aid in the shop counter. I think I'll top up my bolts. And we'll get back to working the farms. So he's just on autopilot again now. Bet he didn't haul all this cactus though. Oh, he did. Okay. So, just show you, we are up here on the map. And this old village is these 6 cactus farms, these buildings here, and this is my outpost here. And we are using 2 of these cactus farms. But we're almost done with the research queue. And now it's back to medical. Now we could make our own cloth, which would use up some of the excess hemp. Just gonna go and get this lone guru out here. It's a good opportunity for some meat and skin. Well, only I forgot that I was almost half dead. Did he get away? I think he got away. Alright, let's not worry about that. Alright, so sleeping bags they will sell. Whoops. Farming is on a higher priority than the medication. We haven't had a visit from the hiver caravans in a little while. And they typically show up while I'm doing these grind sessions. So we'll see how it goes. Haven't had a visit from the taxman for ages. So I don't know if they'll ever be back. Just gonna have a scan around the horizons. But I can guarantee if I try and do this off camera and I don't record it, then we'll have all sorts of shenanigans going on and you'll miss it. But very typically when I do record, nothing happens. So I guess we did have a slaver caravan last episode. And a couple of sand ninjas. Which is where we got the crossbows from. They will sell. What I might just do, let's turn the job off for a minute. Wait, who's this? Mercenaries. Sometimes they'll buy alcohol, but usually they can't afford anything. These two buildings here do have a couple of respawn spots that spawn various items. All of which we'll either use or sell in the shop counter. We'll shove those in there. Rest of it will get hauled away. Steel bar in there. Fabric in there. So we could weave our own fabric out of the hemp. I've been buying it off of the Traders Guild. So typically don't have any money when they come to visit. If I buy something off them, then at least they've got a bit of money to spend and I can turn that produce into other produce for a small profit. Let's have a look. Okay, we've got another jug of grog here. Let's get that in the shop. Yeah, we could put more farms and everything, but I've only done the one because we're just using a single character and have too many farms and all he's going to do is farm and he won't do anything else. So just sort of get a bit of a fairly even flow of produce. Let's get that in there. Mercenaries can't afford anything. So now just over this ridge where those city heroes were, also see some outlaw farmers, rebel farmers. They never seem to come here though. We got somebody rolling up here. Bounty hunters. Okay, they buy alcohol and medical supplies. So let's see. They're just following the leader at the moment, so I don't know if they're going to do any shopping or not. So who is the leader? They're just patrolling. So they might come back for some shopping a bit later. Yeah, did we get all of the cactus out of that? We did. Let's have a look here. We'll grab all that. So because these are not our farms, doesn't auto haul them properly. And who we got here? Manhunters. Well, they think I'm easy pickings as a slave, so let's turn my job off and run away. I can't take on that many of them. Usually we'll get one that gave up. It's running back. Let's go teach him a lesson. I ain't nobody's slave. People that think I'm their slave wake up with a headache and a few missing items. Let's get that in there. It's an easy 10 iron. And yeah, I don't know how we'll fare against this skimmer. Not very well. Let's get up before the slavers get back. Let's go back into sneak mode and back onto jobs. Okay. Let's get that in there. And I might just give my arms and legs a quick polish. There we go. Keep the rum flowing. Does take quite a bit of cactus just to make one bottle of rum. We'll see how it goes. I haven't really tested all this automated list since we built the grog machine, so I'm assuming we'll run out of cactus and wheat straw before any of it grows back, and he'll get back to working the medical bench. Yep, there he goes. Okay, so the sleeping bag will pop in there. Let's have another scoot round the perimeters here and see if we can see anybody coming. Does look like some skimmers out there fighting somebody. And I dare say that is possibly the manhunters, yep. So they never buy anything. The slavers, on the other hand, do. Yeah, we normally have bands of tech hunters that come around as well. Alright, let's get these medical kits into the shop. Big group of skimmers up there. So we can handle a lone skimmer by ourselves. Getting a little bit better in the combat area. 62 toughness. 20 on the crossbows. Let's keep putting this stuff into the shop counter though. There's a few skimmers here. Now that we do have our outdoor lighting as well, we're not so well hidden while we sneak, but that should actually help us get more stealth experience. Not that we need it. We're pretty much capped out anyway. But alright, these guys, they're not going to buy anything usually. They're the scheduled farm trader, so I'm not going to buy anything off of them. Who's this guy? One lone mercenary. Is that the rest of your crew? Okay, they are coming up to do some shopping, but they probably can't afford anything. No. Alright. Let's just check here. Okay, we do have some grog. Alright, so still pretty quiet as far as customers are concerned. And not too many shenanigans going on. So there can be times when there's like 2 or 3 different factions around here all fighting each other. There is a skimmer just here fighting somebody. Alright, let's get in on that. Alright, it took us out, but we weren't fully healed when we took him on. That's okay. Getting knocked out is good. Got an extra toughness level. We just want to be careful getting knocked out in this particular area because there are so many so many different slavers that will come along and take you as soon as you are knocked out. And I will just keep my arms and legs fully polished. We could sleep in the normal bed here and patch the rest of us up, but I'm not going to worry about that. That'll heal over time. There's wear and tear on robotics is permanent unless you fix it up with a bed. Let's just check this farm. Okay. Who are these guys? Still the mercenaries. They look like they're regrouping and about to head out. There is something going on over the hill there. It's pretty quiet. Like I said, if I try to grind this out off camera, I'd be guaranteed that some shenanigans would go on. Who are these guys? Okay. Alright. Looks like they are probably going to have a fight with the skimmer. Let's see if we can loot it before they do. Pop these claws in there. And they've picked a fight with me. It's one down. Two down. Three down. All right. Let's grab these guys' stuff. Because that is all free iron. And I'll patch them up so they can live and fight me again another day. Or maybe they can, maybe they get taken away by slavers, and then the slavers will be able to afford to buy some alcohol off me. Or maybe they'll fight somebody else who's going to need to use up some medical supplies and buy medical supplies off me. Grab that stuff. And let's deposit all of this. Alright. Yeah, let's check my personal food supply. Don't need that much in there. Okay, all this can go in the shop. So we do have this food, but it's always good to have cheap food in there too. Not everyone can afford the other stuff. And when a big caravan comes along, they can buy up quite a lot of it. Okay, this guru is alone. Let's have a go. Oh, he's not alone. It's alright. Get a bit of training in. Get up straight away. Alright. Half a toughness level out of that. That sounds like there's still a guru somewhere. Uh-huh. Bounty Hunter's Bone Dog. Let's grab that. Shove that in there. Back to the jobs. Okay, is this the Bounty Hunter? Yep. Alright, so we made a splint kit. Let's make sure that goes into the shop. Basic first aid. Another sleeping bag. Yeah, this scheduled caravan is probably not going to buy stuff. It's the non-scheduled ones that'll come along and buy stuff. Yep, no thanks. Alright, so we have too much hemp still. So I'm going to override him and get him to manually use the hemp processor. Alright, now both the hemp and the hashish are illegal in this area. We'll pop the hash into our experimental thing. We'll see if it sells or not. You can stop working on that for now. But of course we do need somebody to come along. Well, I'm pretty sure the Western Hive will probably buy it, if nobody else. If they come, who's this? Mercenaries? Okay, those ones are shopping. But they can't afford Jack. Grab that cactus out of there. Okay, grog. No rum ready. Wait, who's this? Tech hunters. Just missed them buying up a whole bunch of stuff. All the medical supplies. They didn't buy the gears. But I did just see a big flash of numbers, meaning that they were buying a bunch of stuff. We're up to 78k. Let's top up my bolts here. Let's keep stuff in the shop counter. Mercenaries, I'm pretty sure they come running to the shop counter when I put more rum in there, but they don't have the money for it. On rare occasions they do have money for it, but not often. The hash is there. Somebody looked at it. Okay, so when people come, if they do look at something, they'll actually pick it up and put it back, and it'll be moved. So you can see I'll put that down the bottom here. We come back to it and it's not in the same spot. That means somebody was interested in it. And you could just stand here and watch them and see who comes to the shop counter when it moves. Yeah, the thing is though, so I've got 3 shop counters here and you can only have one open at a time like that to watch it. And they're also shared, so just because they come to this shop counter and buy something, they could be buying it out of any one of these. could have a shop counter over here where my original shop counter was, and they could buy it out of here, and they'd actually still be buying stuff out of this one, or vice versa. Alright, but we do have more grog. And I'm not close enough to put that in there. There we go. Alright, one skimmer. Let's just make sure there's no slavers around in the immediate vicinity. Alright, let's have a go at this guy. Well, looks like we're faring better than he is, so I think we should be able to take him out. Yep. Alright, let's get back there and get him looted. So it's still a fairly quiet day for shopping. Apart from that one group of tech hunters, which I almost missed. So we should be due for a visit from the Western Hive pretty soon. Hope. We got this sleeping bag we can put in here. Let's put these claws in here. Make sure we've got a full one of those. Let's top up my repair kit as well. So the reason I've got the partially used one in here because it's a bit cheaper, meaning it's more likely that somebody is able to buy it. Who's chasing the skimmer here? A slave hunter who is in fact himself an escaped slave, and he's chasing a skimmer. He got a death wish. Probably not got anything. Oh yeah, I can use that. Alright. Patch him up. Yeah, I don't know if maybe I'll leave him shackled whether the bounty hunters will catch him and take him and turn him in, and then perhaps be able to buy something. Not close enough. Let's come in a bit closer. Let's pop that in there. That can go in there. And who are these guys? Starving vagrants. have a go. Well, they came all the way inside. Easy. No. Let's see. All right. Let's pop that stuff in here. Bounty hunters. Ah, and I see a pack guru. Belongs to the Traders Guild. Oh, I was hoping it would be from the Western Hive. There he is. Okay, let's intercept this guy before he gets to our shop. All right, I'll buy some cloth, buy some books, and I'll buy some electricals. All right. Okay, now those bounty hunters just spent some money, but I didn't see what it was. I'm assuming it was all of our medical supplies, seeing as we don't have any left. Just going to dump this in here. We're farming way too much hemp. So maybe I should start making my own fabric. The trouble is, whenever I try to put that into like an automated queue, it kind of just creates an eternal loop. So, alright, let's get these books in here. What else can we research? I mean, we got the hemp one. We can't grow cotton here. Maybe we'll go for the battery power. And I don't think one book can get us anything. Alright, well, so what? We'll get that. We'll probably never use it, but just to mark it off the list. It's part of our academics. So these guys are the Traders Guild, and they just spent money. And the hash is gone. So I'm not sure. So typically, when you look at the description on hash, okay, let's make another one. it does say that the Traders Guild won't touch it. Which makes me think that it might have been the bounty hunters that bought it. Okay. Are illegal in most towns, get you busted if you're caught smuggling. However, the potential profits are huge. The Traders Guild won't touch them. But I have a sneaky suspicion that the Traders Guild do indeed touch them. Alright, let's launder that. Pop that in there. See if anybody comes back for it. Who are these guys? Yeah, so the Traders Guild are coming back for it, but they can't afford it. So I reckon they did. Because they normally don't come back a second time unless you put something in there that they want. Only they don't have enough money for it. So alright. Who is this? Bounty hunter. Well, it could have been the bounty hunters. Did I not get that guy's weapon? Didn't. Okay. More iron for me. Let's patch these guys up, I guess. Pop you on that bed there. That one's dead. That one's dead. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so I'm still waiting on the Western Hive. But it doesn't look like they're going to show up in this episode. So, anyway, that has been another day or two at the Outback pawn shop. Let's just quickly check for the respawns in here. We've got armor plating, copper, chainmail sheets are good. Fabrics we'll use. And fuel. Alright. That can go in there, they can go in there. Okay. So that is going to do it for this episode. If you did enjoy this video, please leave me a like or a comment down below. If you'd like to see more, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.